we're moving from there to our next featured musical, which is A Man of No Importance. And this musical was written by Lynn Ahrens, Stephen Flaherty, and Terrence McNally. And it ran at the Mitzi Newhouse Theatre at Lincoln Center in 2002 for less than 3 months. And the show was about Alfie, modest middle-aged Dublin bus conductor in the 1960s, who is in love with 1, the theater, 2, the poetry and plays of Oscar Wilde, and 3, his own handsome bus driver, a quite straight young chap named Robbie.
McNally, Ahrens, and Flaherty had loved working together on Ragtime, a show which won Tony Awards for all 3 of them. They knew that they wanted to work together again, and then one night, Terrence McNally was in the Blockbuster video on Broadway and 9th Street specifically, and he saw this Albert Finney movie at Blockbuster called A Man of No Importance. He took it home on a whim, and he fell in love with it, and the next morning, he called Lynn and Steve.
And this show actually had a really interesting reception from critics. The tone of the show divided people completely. In Variety, Isherwood said, "Most musicals don't aim for the virtue of modesty. So there's something touching about the unabashedly minor key A Man of No Importance. It has a gentle-hearted charm." Similarly, the Post said, "Musicals don't have to be huge. There's a place for the intimate story in which a character comes to see something about himself in life."
Linda Weiner in Newsday gave the show an all-out rave, noting that A Man of No Importance slipped in under the seasonal hype to kill us softly. This is a major musical in everything but pretension. But then John Lahr in The New Yorker said, "Modesty in a musical is about as welcome as primness in a whore."
Oh. I like
those. Ben Hartley praised the music, but he said essentially the same. So half of the critics hated the exact same thing about the show that the other half absolutely loved. In the words of Terrence McNally, "I love writing and I love rehearsing and I hate everything else about the theater." I don't agree with that, but I did say it.
I found this show because it was on Amazon. It was like a 2-for-1 deal with a more.
You never told me.
No, because I'm improv. And so it's like if you get one, the second one's cheaper. And I love Malcolm Getz, so I was like, okay, let me get this Malcolm Getz CD.
It's a Malcolm Getz set.
Right. Well, no. So anyway, I got both CDs, and I fell in love with both of them.
Sorry, Malcolm Getz, if you're watching this on YouTube, I love you.
It's awesome. I wore his costume once in a production of The Coconuts.
No way!
No joke. Off track. Anyway, but I love this show so much, and it came time for me years later. It came time for me to do my senior recital in college, and there was this one song from the show that I was obsessed with. And the sheet music was not published, so I wrote a letter to Lynn Ahrens, and I was like, I'm graduating, I'd like to sing this song, blah, blah, blah. And she wrote me back the sweetest letter and was like, "Thank you so much, we love this song too. Sadly, the music isn't published, but we made a lead sheet because we just put it together in the recording because it's the bonus track." And she gave me an email address, and so I emailed this email address, and it was broken, and it was no longer in service, so I was like, but then 4 years later, or 2 years, 3 years later, I don't know, I was graduating from graduate school, and I found the song on the desk of my voice teacher, and I was like, freaked out, and I put it in my graduate recital because I was obsessed with it. And that song is called Love's Never Lost.
I also loved this cast recording. I didn't get it in a Malcolm Getz set, unfortunately. But it is a show about a small community of lonely individuals in conservative 1960s Dublin that bands together to create theater when nobody else wants them to. From Adele Rice, the unwed pregnant girl playing Salome, which is how they say it in the show, they're Irish, to Sully O'Hara, an unemployed man who joined up to occupy his desolate days, the group is determined to put on a play. In A Man of No Importance, the character of Sully sings a fragment of a song. And here to sing the full version, which appears as a bonus track on the cast recording, is Kevin Michael Murphy, accompanied on the violin by his cousin, Claire Byrne. And this is their first time ever performing together with Love's Never Lost. more light. You are the light. It's inside of you.
On a misty Sunday, we said our goodbye, and I still can see her smiling, a tear in her eye. She said, "Son, please remember, no matter the cost, you may travel far, but love's never lost." Traveled down the high road, and far from Tralee, there were other misty places a boy had to see. By the world I was taken, by storm I was tossed, but I told myself that love's never lost. On a misty Sunday, a year to the day, I came knocking on her cottage, but she'd gone away. She was down in the churchyard, her headstone embossed. You may travel far, but love's never lost. Travel far, but love's never lost.